Hello there, and today we're talking about manifestation and why it hasn't worked for you, and also what to do instead. I love manifesting. Like, honestly, I love it. But over the last couple of years, I've really changed my philosophy around it. One of the main reasons behind that is because I feel like some of the things that we want to manifest, or that are things that we think we want to manifest, and then we get pissed off because we're like, it hasn't happened. But I truly believe that we are put on this planet to have an amazing experience of life and to experience life to the fullest. And that some of the manifestations that we're the things that we've like put out as rockets of desire or of intentions are, first of all, not for our highest good and perfect unfolding of our life purpose, or they're not in alignment with actually what we're here to experience. The first thing I would say to you is that our intentions for manifestation. It's important to connect in with, why do I want this? Like, why do I really want this? And then kind of go behind it and go, is it because I want to go around flashing my ego, going, look what I've got, look what I got, look at me, look at me. Like, is it from that like ego place? Or is it from, this is going to, like, what is it going to make, how's it going to make you feel if you had it? You know, some of the things that I currently, like, I'm really diving into and feeling a manifestation for is peace, calm, harmony, balance, flow in my life. Because if I feel calm, happy, peaceful, and joyful in my life, I know that the things, the stuff that is going to be helpful for that or support that is just going to unfold and happen. So years ago, and I've talked about this before around manifesting different things, I had a fun story. If you check out my podcast, I did one about pink sparkles. And the pink sparkle one was literally, I saw a pink dress, sparkly dress, I loved it, but I decided not to buy it because I didn't have a place to buy it, I didn't need it, and I kind of went, well, like, is this a logical thing for me to have? But I really did kind of set the intention on it, let it go. And I think this is one of the reasons why sometimes our manifestations don't happen, is because we're so attached to it happening. And the attachment to it happening associated with the energy of like frustration or anger or like kind of desperation, like, why hasn't it happened? You know, why hasn't it happened? And I often say is like, if you have sent an order, if you go to the restaurant and the waitress takes your order, they're going to say, okay, thank you. They write it down, then they go to the computer, they tap in the order then goes in through the computer to the chef then has to get all the food out and prepare it. So there is like a time delay between you putting your order in and then getting it, okay? But sometimes the order that you've put in is so specific. So for example, when I was setting the intention of calling in Ken into my life, I kind of set the intention and was like, I always knew. And I think this is something I think is, and I know is super important, is having like the faith and the belief that if it is for you, it will not pass you. Like, it is inevitable. And having that sense of like the inevitability of it happening if it's for your highest good and the perfect unfolding of your life. This is also part of like this yin and yang of like trusting the flow of life and trusting that when you are at your happiest, when you are, and this was me, when you're at your happiness, when you're at your most flow, that doesn't mean when you're your richest, it doesn't mean when you're in your perfect job, it doesn't mean when you're in your perfect dress size. We put these kind of conditions on like, well, I'll be happy when this happens. I'll be happy when I get that car, when I get this pay rise, when I get that thing. But actually, you have to rewind back and go, okay, I've sent the order to the kitchen. I'm now to God's spirit universe, and I'm going to trust that it's going to come back to me in the way that I have asked for it. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be okay because I'm currently here, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have my body, I'm appreciating everything. And what we see, and this is something in my manifestation kind of change of being, has been realizing that what shows up in our lives is a mirror of us. So if I'm feeling really, really good, like if I'm feeling really, really good, the car that I wanted or the amount of money that I wanted is more likely to just unfold, because what I wanted, when I wanted that money, All I actually really thought it was going to give me was a sense of feeling good. But if I just feel good first. So you've got this kind of dance with the idea of intentionality, like who is it? Why do you want it? What's the feeling that you want? Like what's the feeling underlying having the thing? And then kind of tapping into that, because you can feel good regardless of what you have in your life. And acknowledging what you have is really powerful. A conversation about the having thing and listing out 20 things that you already have and getting into that feeling of like, wow, I actually have a great life and I have good things. And that if other things came in, it would be added bonus, but I don't feel lack without it. Now, the Feng Shui flip of this is very interesting, because if you are a mirror for your life, so for example, I'm Patricia and I am a mirror. So what comes into my life is a mirror for who I am, what I am. You go off and you move into a new house. It's a match. It's a match to you consciously and unconsciously. So if you don't feel worthy, if you don't feel abundant, if you don't feel like that you are deserving and worthy of a beautiful, for example, partner in your life, the house that you may have matched may have blocks, like literally matching blocks to you and your beliefs. And this is what we see all the time, because it may be a house that's in a people lock. So then calling in love can be way more tricky. If you had worthy and abundance blocks, the house that you call in may actually be bad for money. All of these different kind of labels of bad for money, money locks, people locks, like may have the area not available. Like, you know, I've come across single women who have attracted homes that actually don't have a relationship area, or they don't have a finance area, they don't have a career area. Like, why am I so stuck in my career? And you're doing all the manifesting, you know you want it, you're writing the affirmations, you've done the meditation, and you're still not getting it. But then it's because the old version of you attracted a house that was not aligned, that was a match to who you are, not to your new future. This is why I believe, and I know, not even believe, I know that Feng Shui is the missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle when it comes to manifestation. When you start to create really big, clear visions and intentions, and they're aligned with your highest purpose and highest goal, if your house is aligned to the past, it's going to stay there. So it creates this tug of war, basically. And you're working hard and doing all the manifesting, but you're getting like trickles of things happening and nothing really is sticking in the direction that you want to manifest. It is the house. And it may not just be the stuff in the house. So in my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about like the things and letting go and all of that. That's going to be helpful to a certain level, but what's so much more powerful is the fundamental energy of your house. And if we don't bring that into balance and harmony, we are literally, you're leaving out 1/3 of the picture of what's impacting your manifesting. This is definitely dives way more into the more complex understanding of what Feng Shui is and how it works. But I would say to you, if you are in a place where you've been setting clear intentions, you know they're from your heart, you've been doing all the action steps, you're working hard and you're not seeing the shift, you have to revert your attention to your energy of your home and realize that that needs to change. And when we start changing the energy of your home, everything starts to shift then. And where do you start? I would love to invite you to join us in Powerhouse in my signature program, where I can give you literally the exact cures to balance your home, like I've done for so many women all over the world. But if you're not ready for that bigger step, I would say come join us in Feng Shui 101. It is my mini course. It's an introduction to what Feng Shui is. It's how this practice works, and understanding the deeper underlying principles of Feng Shui beyond the decluttering. And it will demystify this practice for you to understand that your home has a power way beyond your imagination and way beyond what the kind of pseudo cookie cutter Feng Shui really is at. And I've seen it time and time again, thousands of women around the world with incredible success stories that you can listen to and hear that if it can happen for them, it can happen for you. And I would love to see you manifesting all of your dreams into your reality, because you totally deserve it. So let's start with your home, and let me know what's the thing you're manifesting. Let me know in the comments so I can cheer you on. And please do join us in Feng Shui 101. It is the gateway to this incredible practice.